What happened to Dog Dating Sim? I wasn't really feeling it. Like, I think I would play it if I could just skip through the dialogue and train my dog, but that doesn't really make for much of a stream. I'm restarting the game because I genuinely can't tab. No, you can't! Game, I swear. There it is. Maybe that was one of the issues. I'm one of those people where I cannot watch, you know, like, shows that are funny or entertaining because it's like, look at this awkward social situation where you get secondhand embarrassment the entire time. That's kind of how the game was going a bit, and I really don't like that. It makes me feel very uncomfortable. The Office? Yeah, Joe's currently watching a few programs, and I cannot watch them with him. No. I can't do it. It's too much for me. Okay, we're back. Hi, Dawn. How's your spacebar? But yes, I am Limes the Pure because I have no infamy at all. And I am with my friend Wait, Benny? Benny? Oh no. It's the adventures of Benny and Benny's not here. Your spacebar is very sensitive. Oh. So I'm now going to abandon this quest because I don't care. Let's see. Wasn't there something to do with the Mages Guild that I was supposed to be doing? Ah, here we go. Yeah. If it's like way more sensitive than all of the other keys. Although in fairness, my spacebar does like trigger before any other key. It might be worth poking overclockers and seeing if they would be willing to do an exchange or something if it's like super bothering you. Why did I switch? I wasn't really feeling it all that much. I like the dog parts. The dog parts were fun. You get used to it? Okay. It's just time to play Nintendogs for the rest of my life. Was there a Nintendogs on 3DS? It's okay, we'll just play the heck out of To the Rescue when it comes out.
A coin.
But yeah, no, actually, I think it's normal for Cherry. Like, I can tap this very lightly and have it go off. Like, I'm barely putting any pressure on this, but I think the difference is that I don't do it by accident. Maybe because I'm used to it. Oh yeah, for anyone not aware, this is Benny. Hey, Benny.
Yes, honored listener. Do you have orders for me? Of course.
He's a bit spaghetti-ish.
Sithis? Well, I am just a lowly murderer, but I know Sithis is our dread father. When we kill, we send him souls. Is that right? May the Night Mother always watch you.
I like how these things that I dropped here are still here. Do you think they ever cleared out all the bodies in here? If you cheat your way back in, are there just a bunch of bodies in there?
What? Who are you? Ah, who cares? I'm Druya. You want something? Or are you just practicing your Cyrodiilic? I haven't seen him in quite some time, but then, this isn't the first time he's been away, so I wasn't really that concerned.
Wait, there's a nice house in Skingrad? Is it nicer than the one in Anvil?
Adriana may read too much, but you should see the summon spells
Hi,
she
Mr.
taught
Ecstatic.
Vigga. He might teach you if you're skilled enough. It's a town like any other. Well, go outside and there's the mountains and wines and sheep. Here in town, though, nothing special.
Uh-huh.
Bye.
Bye.
Need a hand to... I hear you got quite a task from Adriana. A nice enough guy, I suppose, but there was that awful scamp incident last year. That's
What?
when Adriana told him he needed to practice somewhere else. Somewhere else. Meaning somewhere far away. So he settled down in Bleak Flats Cave, did all his work there, and came back to town twice a week to check in. Hasn't been around lately, though. Oh dear. I just can't seem to remember where that is. What a shame.
Do you feel like he might be being insincere?
I can show you some new things.
Can you show me the world?
I can show you. Pay attention. There's much knowledge. For you, of course.
Wow, he likes
The
me.
guild can provide you with some training, but the best trainers
Tell
are
me, princess,
usually
now when did you
very
last let
hard
your
to
heart
find.
decide?
I'm here to help if you need me.
Alrighty.
You want me? You sure? I'm
His face is so
Mage's
wide.
Guild, but I don't train or anything.
Don Ragnar, thank you for the 37 months. Welcome back. No, you're awesome.
I don't remember where it is, honestly.
Oh yeah,
I know
Don.
it's west of Skingrad.
Lime's Hands is now on
Druja
tier
could
3,
probably
so please
tell you.
enjoy.
She has a better memory than I do. He hasn't shown up here in a while. I assumed he was still out at Bleak Flats Cave, where he usually stays.
Yes, exactly, just like that.
Half of the Council of Mages resigned when Traven took over the position of Archmage. Magic items are no good without a charm.
Oh, so much gold.
Now let's do business. Take care.
Oh yeah, that's true, Q. I actually need to change the code on Lime's Hands because it's gonna break now because it's also in the game. Oh, sorry, also in Twitch. Thank you for the reminder. I'll have to change it to Lime's Hands. I'm playing a video game.
Hello, wizard.
Good to see you. You're here about that recommend.
Right.
Have Earthor see me when he gets back, Associate.
Yes.
Aw, well thank you, Will Wildfire. It's a pleasure having you here.
Let's get to training. It's just northwest of Skingrad. Here, see it on the map?
Yes, thank
That's
you.
where Earthor wound up, after Adrian told him he couldn't practice in the guild hall anymore. She probably doesn't even remember that. You might want to make sure she remembers, especially the part about it being her idea.
Wait, so she sent him away, forgot about it, and is now giving us a quest to actually go and find him again? Have I ever tried doing voice acting? I would love nothing more than to be able to do voice acting. But it's very difficult to get like a reel and audition for things when I'm working full-time and streaming. So it's kind of something that I'd love to do, but I have no idea how I would actually break through that wall, if that makes sense.
I offer the finest goods and lowest prices in all Cyrodiil.
Hmm.
Another satisfied customer.
Forest Walks, thank you for the 2 months. Welcome back. Thank you, thank you.
Greetings, Conjurer.
I think Bernadette Pinellas.
You're here about that Well, he's an interesting fellow. Salinas Vacinus can tell you more about him if you wish to know. Salinas
That
should
seems
be
like a
around here
reasonable
somewhere.
target, Gray.
Talk to him if you'd like to know more. Have a thought. See me when he gets back, Associate.
Go ahead. All right. See? What? It's just, that's where Earthor, you might...
That was weird.
Good luck
It didn't
finding
update
Earthor.
immediately. Yes, Ink Splash, thank you so much for the 10 months. Benny is the true hero? I mean, he's just a lowly murderer. Didn't you hear? Thank you very much, though.
You're here about that recommendation, I presume. I'll
Ooh,
need to
a
speak
milkshake.
with
What
Earthor
flavor?
before I write it. Oh, I do remember telling him to go there. Well, we'll just have to do something about that, won't we? By we, I mean you, of course. I have something that may help. It's a basic fireball spell, in case you need to defend yourself. I'll be here when you get back. Good luck.
What is it, associate?
This is one of your favorite quests? Ooh. So let's see. Did you give me Fireball? Weak Fireball. 5 points and 5 feet for 3 seconds on target. Seems worse than the beginner spell that I got.
Hello, associate.
I did do the murder mystery, yes. It was fun.
Who will help an old beggar?
Ah, is it that time again? I don't even remember who I killed last because I restarted like 3 times and the saves glitched out. Oh no, I remember the way that it was. We had the one racist guy went aye and then chased after the other dude, but instead of actually killing him, he got killed. And then the guy that was left was like, wait, I suspect you. Thanks, Q. Oh, look, an Oblivion gate. Is it worth trying to bum rush that? Probably not. Benny? God damn it, Benny. He's probably stuck on a fence. An Oblivion gate. It's basically like a gate into heck. It's totally fine. You don't need to like kill every single spam message, especially if the chat's moving fast enough that they get moved off. Yeah, I think the only thing that you could really do is just blacklist the terms that they're using. Are people okay with having an Oblivion gate right next to their houses? I mean, they're probably not hugely fond of it, but I don't think the average person can really do anything about it. So... I don't really understand how to use sigil stones, if I'm completely honest. I suppose I don't really even need a fireball spell because my arrows set things on fire. Wait, you're still alive? Alright.
Hey!
Sorry.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, so I could make like potentially a very strong bow with it or something? I'm not sure I'll find anything better than this. Look at the damage stats on this thing. It has a damage of 29 and then does an additional 10 damage, 10 fire damage on top. And my arrow does how much? 21? We do a lot of damage. Do I plan to return to Xenoblade? Soon, TM. I've been super distracted with other stuff. But yeah, I haven't abandoned it yet. Sounds like I'm not really feeling it. Ha ha! I'm doing alright, Tetsu. How are you?
I'm just warming up, you pathetic worm!
Good job, Benny. I mean, for now, but you know. I was about to shoot that person. I think that's the person we need. Hey.
Help! Help! You've got to do something!
What's up?
You! How did you get in here? Are those horrible creatures gone? I'm not going anywhere until they're gone. Horrible things.
They are gone. Really? I must have accidentally snuck past one. I guess from now on I should really be doing most illicit activities as the Grey Fox.
Take whatever you want. It's none of my business.
Thanks, Benny. Appreciate it.
Are the creatures gone?
Okay, they're not gone. Fine, let's go find it. The wall won't shift. Okay, I think that should be it.
Are the creatures gone? I don't dare.
Really? Alright, I'm just gonna run around openly because I don't know where the things are. Hippity hop. Oh no, it would surely be a shame if something attacked me right now. Samba Fitness, thank you for the 9 months. Welcome back. Hello? Headless zombies? Am I winning?
Help! Are the creatures?
The game says that there are creatures, but I cannot find the creatures because I'm too stealthy. Maybe down here? I found it! Yeah. Detect life would be good, you know, if I hadn't already just run straight head first into it. I don't really think like a mage, apparently. Hopefully that's it. Who wins the cute award, Joe? Who was the cutest ferret today? Detect life does work on undead for some reason. Literally none. Excuse me, if you could stop bullying the ferret. How dare you! Your ferret snuggling rights have been taken away.
They're all gone? I can leave the cave? Oh, thank you. I'm ever so grateful. You're heading back to Skingrad, aren't you? Could I maybe come with you? It'd be safer, I think. So, what do you say? Oh, thank you. You're just too kind. The services provided at the Arcane University are just priceless. You can create your own enchantments there. I can't wait to be back in Skingrad, safe and sound.
Wait, did he replace Benny? Oh no, Benny's still there. I can see him. Benny, if you could,
Yes. May the Night Mother always watch over you.
They were all good boys? Wow. Did Atreus get exercise? Did he run and fall over? How chunky is Atreus? It's depressing. They're still trying to source some hormones so that they can actually have a confirmed diagnosis. It's very difficult though because they have to get human hormone for it, which is, I think, hard to source anyway, and even harder to source in a pandemic. Wait, Atreus won a battle royale? Really?
Greetings, guildmate.
Well met, guildmate. Good news from Kvatch for a
Adrian,
change.
I'm
The
back.
last of the
I
Dagon
was
have been
rescued.
driven out.
So it would seem.
That's great.
You're unharmed,
Good.
I presume.
Glarther is acting even
Well,
stranger than
my
usual.
pride is a
Don't you
little
think?
wounded.
I
Oh,
agree.
spare me.
He's always
You're
writing in
lucky
that
I
little
bothered to
notebook.
send someone after you at all.
Sometimes I think
In the
he's watching
future,
me.
would you please be more careful?
Please.
Well,
Greetings,
yes. I'll just
guildmate.
pack up my supplies and be on my way then. Thank you for sending someone to help me.
I hope
Well
this is
met,
important,
guildmate.
associate. The Westweald is a good place. Irina Geranus isn't the friendliest person in the world, but not a bad sort when you get to know her.
I don't know why, but
The
this game is really
Westfield
funny
is
when
a
NPCs
nice
start
place.
talking all over each
Just
other.
Stay away from Irina
Well
when
met,
she's in a
guildmate.
mood.
What do you want? I've spoken with Thor, who seems to be all right. Good work. I'll see to it that your recommendation is sent in as soon as I have a free moment. As I've said, I'm rather busy. I'll get to it eventually, though, I assure you.
Rude.
Heard any
Well
news
met,
lately?
guildmate.
I saw
What
who
did she
got
just
drunk,
do?
who got-
Hi, Damon. It's good to see you. No, I think the only favorite of ours that's seen snow is Sky. I like avocado sushi.
Earlier. At least I think it was her. Perhaps
Great.
Oh yeah, so where's the house that I can buy in Skingrad? And how do I buy it?
One more coin, and I can get a pair of shoes. Thank you. I went to the chapel yesterday, but Belandris was the only one there. I figured I'd come back another time. Blessings of the shadow upon me.
Hello, Shadowmere. Talking to the orc here may not go down too well because I'm pretty sure the last time I was here I took a job here and then immediately skirted out on my responsibilities. They might not like me very much.
It's my pleasure. Please continue.
Oh no, never mind. Buy a house in town!
I can speak for the Count. Rosethorn Hall is a stately manor currently occupied by Vanderalan Trebatius. You won't find a better property for sale. It's just inside the main gate, near the bridge to the chapel.
What? 125,000 is too rich for my blood.
Your blood? I wouldn't dream of paying 25,000 gold for your blood.
Did they just
But that
dub
is
in
the
his
price
line?
for that house. Take it or leave it.
They dubbed in his line. Twice.
Bye.
Yeah, I think the mod might have raised the price. Because it said 125,000 and then just jumped back to 25,000. I'm confused. It's because there are a lot of really valuable items in this game now. Thing is, I still can't sell anything for over 1,200 because none of the vendors will actually buy for more than that, so... $1,500? I thought it was 12. Which one's 15? Oh, he's just chilling.
Hello. Why, hello there.
Hi.
You must be new. Oh, it's so nice to see new faces in the guild.
I can never find
If you ever
Fathisulan.
need anything, just let me know. I have friends in all sorts of high places, you know, so I can get things done that others can't. And if I can do anything for you, I'd be happy to. Someday, maybe you could return the favor.
Unlikely.
A recommendation from me? Well, of course. Raminus would naturally want my opinion, wouldn't he? This is a situation we can both benefit from, associate. You do me a small favor, and I'll happily send along a glowing recommendation. If you can find Jaskar, I'll write the recommendation immediately. He's disappeared.
Why are
I
all
mean,
these
he's
mages
really
getting
disappeared.
lost?
No one here has seen him in days. Volinaro thinks maybe a spell backfired. If someone from the council were to stop by and find him gone, it'd look bad for me. I can't have that. Talk to the mages here and see what you can find out. If you can make Jaskar reappear, you'll have your recommendation.
Sorry, that was some interesting phrasing.
Please come find me as soon as you've located Jaskar.
Doopy, thank you for the 8 months. Welcome back. I don't know who that is, though, Quarklar. Turtles. Very good.
Volinaro, at your service. Need a spell? Need an item recharged? Need a witty practical joke played on someone? I can handle it all.
It's just a prank, bro.
You want to find Jaskar? All right, I think I can help with that. But you have to agree to do something for me first. And whatever you do, you can't tell Jean about it, all right? That's the spirit. You help me pull off a little prank, and I'll help you find Jaskar.
I don't want to.
Really? You're going to love this. I'll teach you a spell to unlock things. What you need to do is get into Jean's desk and bring me her manual of spellcraft.
I don't need no
okay?
spell to unlock things.
Her room is upstairs. Make sure no one sees you. You do that for me, and I'll make sure you can find Jaskar.
Yeah, thank you for the 19 months. Welcome back.
With all due respect to our wonderful leader, she couldn't cast her way out of a paper sack. It's insulting that we're here, working for her, when she knows nothing. She's managed to butter up the right people just enough to keep her position, and there's little we can do about it. But we have our ways of coping with the situation. Let me know when you're done with that little task.
Hello, associate. Any luck finding... Please come find me as soon as you've located Jaskar.
Seems told me to go out, and I'm not sure why. I guess this is the desk.
Why don't you just...
Why is Benny? Oh, I suppose Benny's a murderer. He's not like a thief, I guess. So maybe you know, murdering is fine, but thieving is totally below his standards.
Have you pulled that little prank yet?
I'm pretty sure this is less a prank and more just theft.
You've got Jean's book, I see. All right then. I'll just take that from you. Meet me here in the living quarters, just after 10 p.m.
Greetings, guildmate.
I have no idea where he went. There he is.
Ready to find Jaskar?
Sure. Was that your entire prank?
Just watch. You'll see.
Oh, why weren't they working, turrets? If it helps, I actually started mostly vanilla outside of, Actually, no, I did put the leveling mod in immediately. Some mods you can start again. Wait, you vanished, Jaskar?
Hello there. I hear you've been looking for me.
Oh, please don't be mad. We were just having some fun.
We just got tired of Jean lording her position over us when she barely knows anything about magic. Every now and then, we like to trick her. We figured it was time to move on to a new prank. This one was getting boring anyway, so you can tell her you found me.
That's so mean. Right, I see. I actually did just start Ascuro's Oblivion Overhaul midway through. Unfortunately, it didn't break anything so far. But I think the leveling mod you might have to actually start with from the beginning. How far through did you get? You could just speedrun. Oh, is that what he was doing? He was
Finding
casting
ways
invisibility
to
spells?
confuse her
Nice.
just never gets old for me. It's good practice of our skills, too. But it's mostly just funny.
I guess it really was a prank, bruh.
Well, it was fun while it lasted. I'll have to start thinking up something new to try. You too.
It's my pleasure. She won't figure this out for weeks. Ah, it's times like this I enjoy what I do. Take care.
Make sure... Oh, one thing you could probably do with Skyros midway through, yeah, and you just have to re-level the NPCs, although I'm not sure that actually worked because most of the NPCs just get decked by magic. Saying that, so do I. Magic is really strong for some reason. I have no idea where she went. I think she left. Yeah, if you're not far. Ah, better safe than sorry, and I'd probably just start again. Where did she go? Lady! She was asleep? Oh, I didn't even see. Oh, yeah, she is. You're right.
Any luck finding Jaskar?
Yep.
Found him, did you? Well, I suppose that's good. You'll have to forgive me. I seem to have misplaced something. Yes, well, let's never
What
mind
class?
that.
Sneaky arrows.
You've fulfilled your end of the bargain, though, so I'll fulfill mine. Ramanus will have my recommendation. And don't you forget about me once you've finished your training. I'm sure we can help each other out.
But yeah, we're currently doing the Mages Guild for funsies, and mostly because, like, I'm allergic to the main quest.
Bye.
Bye. We honestly could do a little bit of main quest, though. That'd be fun. Let's see where we need to go. Oh wait, is it actually here? My stats and skills are these. Oh, it's actually here. Yeah, there are some texture mods on. Exclamation mark mods if you would like a full list. What's my infamy at? 0, because I purged it by being all, like, repentant or whatever. I got a PR manager? Yeah. I can pray at churches? What will I get if I pray at a church? Will they say, good job, good person, you have only done good things in your life? Because it's true. I'll burst up in flames? No!
Speak.
Remove diseases? Oh, right. Wait, how's my bag space doing? I'm good. This is my first time playing this. Tis blind run.
Sit down. Don't say anything. Just do what I say.
Look at the muscles on you.
Hey.
Listen, I'm going to get up in a minute and walk out of here. That guy in the corner behind me will follow me. You follow him.
I'm ready when you are.
Good. Remember, wait for him to follow me. I want to see what he'll do.
If it helps, I'm using a couple of mods that make it so that the whole process is more streamlined, so I don't have to min-max like crazy.
Not over.
Please. Haha, sneak attack.
Search his body. I'll keep
You're
an
green.
eye out in case any of his friends are nearby.
You think he's poisoned? Oh, I should
Good
get one of
work.
those
I
heal
am
friend
glad to see you,
spells.
by the way, you just caught me at a bad time.
I don't remember who you are. I feel really bad. I don't remember this guy. Where can I go to learn a heal friend spell?
The assassins who killed the Emperor were part of a Deirdre cult known as the Mythic Dawn. Apparently worship the Deirdre Lord Mehrunes Dagon. I've been tracking their agents in the Imperial City. I guess they noticed.
The enemy has the amulet.
What? They took it from Joffrey? Things are worse than I had thought.
I found Uriel's heir.
Thank Talos he lives. Martin Septim, you say? We will restore him to the throne. It is the sworn duty of all blades.
Oh, he's a guy from the tutorial? I see. Hey, Ultima, welcome back. I remember actually there was a heal friend spell when I was looking at a merchant early in the game, but I don't remember who it was.
There's a scholar at the Arcane University. Tarmina's her name. Supposed to be an expert on Daedric cults. Why don't you take that book to her? See what she makes of it. I'll keep running down leads on the Mythic Dawn network. If you learn anything, you can find me at Luther Broad's. May Talos guide you. Like I said, she's one of the brains over at the Arcane University. Supposed to know everything there is to know about Daedric cults.
Good night, Ito. Sleep well. You're Tim with hot chocolate. Did you bring enough for
Hope
the
you
entire
learned something
class?
from Tarmina about that book. This might just be the break we need.
Do you think you'd judge me if I just came down here and stole stuff? Yes? Oh, thank you. Half the time I don't actually want to steal anything, I just like the experience. Frick. Oh, that was good. Sorry, Benny.
What do you need, friend?
Benny's still talking at me. Let's go check the beginning mage places. Maybe they'll have something. Like in the market district, I mean. Is that gonna get old for you anytime soon, Gray? I've never heard of a Daedric artifact quest. Nope, oh good.
I hope I can help.
I
Can I
spell.
interest you in some of my wares? Good day.
I hope I can help. Only quality goods for sale here. What can I interest you in?
I guess it wasn't these guys. I feel like it was, so that's weird. It doesn't make the game easier, Xfire. What it does is it makes it so you can see on the bottom left, it's got a yellow experience bar. I mean, it makes it easier in the sense that you don't have to deal with Oblivion's bonkers leveling system. Whenever I level, I get 11 attribute points to distribute however I like. I also get, I can't remember how many it is, but a number of major skill points and a number of minor skill points to also allocate into whatever I like. You also don't need to sleep to level up, no. To counter that, I'm using Oscuro's Oblivion Overhaul, which does make the game harder. Well, let me know when you get back, Gray.
I hope I... Let's see what we've got here. May I interest you in some of...
This guy's at 800.
You too.
Go ahead, please. I offer the finest goods and lowest
1,000.
prices in all Cyrodiil. Good day.
I would describe it more as it removes some of the ridiculous parts of the game, but yes, it makes it more enjoyable. And Oscuro's leveling overhaul makes it so that the game does no longer scales with you. It makes it so that things have set levels, so you can wander into an area and there's like a bunch of level 20 things when you're level 2 and they will just absolutely destroy you. So you have to come back.
What can I interest you in? Have a look around. You won't find better prices in all Tamriel. Farewell.
I mean, I think it's kind of silly to boil something down to, like, difficulty. It's not really about difficulty. It's about
Herbal grow, slash and smash.
changing systems so that they work for
I
you.
offer the finest goods and lowest prices in all Cyrodiil.
This guy's at 800. None of these guys seem to actually go any higher. Does leveling my merchant skill make it so that their gold caps are higher? Yes, you can change the settings on the leveling mod so that they are tailored to however you want.
You're a sneaky looking sort.
Money they have is fixed? Okay. Where am I even going right now? The Arcane University. Oh, I know that place. What's up, corrupt dude?
Morning.
Morning.
Hello there.
One sec. I'm just checking something out real quick. Okay, we're good. Goku, thank you for the 10 months.
All
Welcome back.
citizens are welcome in the Imperial Palace.
10 months with Lime? Aw. Thank you. Where am I even going here? Ah. Oh, so you invest into a shop and then you increase even further and they get even more? I see. So if someone's at like 1,200, I could increase that to 2,200 eventually?
Hello, guildmate.
Hello, Master Wizard.
I understand Edith Lenormand enjoys jumping off high things, like buildings.
Oh, it's you.
Ah, you must be the one I got the message about. How can I help you?
Mythic Dawn.
You know of them? One of the most secretive of all the Daedric cults. Not much is known about them. They follow the teachings of Mainkar Cameron, whom they call the Master, a shadowy figure in his own right.
Why is your cat so cute? Because cats are the best.
Ah, yes. Commentaries on the Mysterium Xarxes. Wonderful. You have a scholarly interest in Daedric cults, then.
I need to find the Mythic Dawn.
Find them, huh? I won't poke my nose any further. Official business and all that. I'm used to working with the blades. Don't worry. Say no more. In any case, finding them won't be easy. I've studied Mainkar
you go for it, Dragon Bob. Thank you.
Myself, at least those that I could find. It is clear from the text that Mainkar Cameron's
all animals are the
commentaries
best,
come
but
in 4
ferrets are even
volumes,
bester.
But I've only ever seen the first 2 books. I believe that his writings
We
contain
are
hidden
Wirbelwind. It's very
clues
exciting.
to the location of the Mythic Dawn's secret shrine to Mehrunes Dagon. Those who unlock this hidden path have proven themselves worthy to join the ranks of the Mythic Dawn cult. Finding the shrine is the first test. If you want to find them, you'll need all 4 volumes of the commentaries.
Where can I find these books?
Here, you can have the library's copy of Volume 2. Treat it gently, if you please. As I've said, I've never even seen the 3rd and 4th volumes. You should try first edition over in the Market District. Phintius, the proprietor, caters to
The font made me think that it said
He may
Phintius, the
have an
proprietor,
idea of where
eats
to locate
to
those
specialist
books.
collectors. Like, wait, what? Eaters. Any city other than the main city and go to the chapel? Nice, thank you.
The Holy Book of the Mythic Dawn, supposedly written by Mehrunes Dagon himself. If it exists, it would be an artifact of great and evil power.
Alright, okay.
It was so nice chatting with you.
Meanwhile,
Met
Benny's
your
here like, I thought we were gonna do some murdering.
Speak.
What's my favorite part of this game? The Thieves Guild and the Murder Guild, and I finished them both. What am I even gonna do with myself now? Let's go back to Anvil. Make your own murder guild, kill indiscriminately. Do NPCs respawn? If you were dedicated enough, could you just like get to a point where you kill all of the NPCs in the world? Like with like a name? Could you just end up with like barren, empty towns? Not that I would ever do such a thing, of course, but you know, just you know, scientific curiosity.
Hello there. Any new books you've been reading? I've been reading Fundamentals of Alchemy. Figure a cat to learn something new. I've not read that yet. It's a shame there isn't more time.
There's essential NPCs, but you can mod those out. Nice. Anvil's nice. Skingrad's nice. Honestly, most of the towns are okay apart from, like, the one that's partially Oh. Oh, right! Every single NPC wants to talk about the Anvil Chapel Massacre. Forgot about that. You alright? She ain't okay. Oh, look! demonic writings! Aw, isn't that cool? Huh. Sacrifice to the blood god. The Massacre at Anvil Chapel? Yeah. I guess we could go and check it out. Like, didn't a bunch of... Do I have a quest to do with the Anvil Chapel Massacre? I've asked people about it enough. Clear the aqueduct, caught in the hunt. I don't seem to actually have, like, weird. Let me go ask some randomer about Anvil Chapel. 1 second. Bruh, you heard about Anvil Chapel? Oh, no.
Sure. Go down to the chapel and you can't miss him. He'll be the one outside, ranting at passers-by.
Cool, thanks.
Blessings of Julianus upon me.
Okay, is there anybody here that isn't a beggar? Are you a beggar?
I don't know you. You don't know me. Everybody's happy.
Okay.
It's a big town. Hell, it's a big county. You stick to your part, I stick to mine, all right? Be seeing you.
What?
Why does nobody want to talk about Anvil Chapel anymore? It was an option on everybody.
Is there a problem?
Nope.
Take care. What?
Nope.
Good day.
Fine. I guess because I've been in there and, yeah, seen all the bloodshed. So I guess we could just go through and clear it out. I'm just worried that there might be a quest related to it and I'll miss out on a bunch of experience, but I guess it doesn't matter. Time to be a hero. Benny! Benny!
Hey, keep your thieving paws to yourself.
God damn it, Benny, I'm trying to save you.
Kind mother, I beg your mercy.
Oops.
Let's get this. Am I supposed to be impressed?
Wait, it's all part of the same quest? Nicky Dane, thank you for the 7 months. Welcome back. These things don't hurt very much. More stealth archery. Where's Benny? Oh, he's okay. He's fine.
Yes. Yes, honored listener.
I keep accidentally pickpocketing Benny, and I think he's starting to get annoyed at me.
Die, damn you!
I broke this one. Easy. I would like to know why there was a murder in the Anvil Chapel. The problem is, like, when people were talking about that, I wasn't really paying attention to it, and now I have no idea. Oh, look, it can steal from the offering box. Except there's nothing here. We done any interesting things lately? We found a murder chapel. Maybe there's nothing to be done. Maybe just everybody's dead in Anvil Chapel. Feels bad. Maybe that's the whole thing. But I feel like there's like a quest line. I feel like there should be a questline, I mean. Oh, was that guy part of this questline? He sent me on a pilgrimage, but I don't remember why. I mostly just wanted to do it so that I could cleanse my sins. If that was the whole thing, then meh. Yeah, I've spoken to the Prophet last stream. Oh, it's DLC? Wait, so you couldn't get rid of your infamy before the DLC? If the music sounds like distorted, you'll need to refresh your stream. It's like a problem with Chrome. I should maybe have paid more attention to what the Prophet Dude was saying then. I was just like, yo, cleanse me. Oh, hey guys.
Hello.
Are you the new priests?
What do you want?
Are you gonna fix the bodies?
Farewell.
What?
No? Okay.
You too.
Yeah, it happens when you buffer. It makes everything go slightly out of sync and the music goes all weird. Alright, so I need to pick another town that's not Anvil to visit the chapel of. I see, Dragon. That does sound like a pain. Benny? Benny, you okay? Alright. I'm gonna go... Ow. About to head out. I love it.
Anytime now.
Oh, well, that's not what I meant to do.
Hello. We haven't met, have we? I'm Sister Marie Paliella, a chapel healer and trainer in the restoration arts.
Oh, that's what I want.
For you, of course.
Oh, no, wait, I want to buy. Tell me something.
Bye.
I'm Valandra Sabor, Primate of Julianus. You may address me as Your Eminence.
Yeah, I figured, Dragon Bob. I know which questline it is. I just didn't realize that it was something more than just getting rid of my infamy.
Welcome, Knight Errant. Have a look around. You won't find better prices in all Tamria. Another satisfied customer. You too.
That is unfortunate, motionless poetry. I hope you enjoy your onions and sweet onion sauce. I can now heal my friends.
You have my ear, citizen.
Oh, Benny, you can probably be
Yes.
visible again.
Of course, dear listen. May the Night Mother always watch
Hi there, thank you for the 13 months. Welcome back. I probably could have just fast traveled here. Yep. Can't walk and talk at the same time? Yeah, that's fair. Everyone knows that. Hello?
What can I do for you?
I'd like to ask about,
You must be referring to Mankar Cameron's commentaries on the Mysterium Xarxes. A common mistake.
Uh-huh.
It comes in 4 volumes. The first 2 volumes are rare, but you may run across them from time to time. The 3rd and 4th are impossible to find.
Why? I need volumes 3 and 4.
I happen to have a copy of volume 3 on hand, but I'm afraid it is a special order. Already paid for by another customer. Sorry. Gwyneth would be terribly disappointed if it was gone when he came to pick it up. So sorry I can't help you. I wish I had one, but I have never even seen a copy. I'm afraid I couldn't sell it to you for any price. I've already promised it to someone else, and my word is my bond.
Where does Gwyneth happen to live? You know, just out of curiosity.
I don't know him personally, but he was very eager to get his hands on Volume 3 of Cameron's commentaries. Came all the way from Valenwood. As a matter of fact, he's already late for his appointment to pick up the book.
How unfortunate.
Feel free to wait for him if you want to speak to him yourself. We'll see. Every little bit helps. Very well. I hate to deny a dedicated scholar like yourself. I'll sell it to you, if you must have it.
For 100 gold? Is that it?
I hope you'll keep us in mind for all your specialty book needs.
Yoink.
Good day.
Why does he seem to absolutely hate us? Every line that he has is really sarcastic.
What can I do for you? I don't want to talk about it. I'm still very angry at Phintius. He promised me he would get one for me. I came all the way from Valenwood for it.
I'm looking for volume 4.
What makes you think that I know how to get it? And why would I tell you even if I did know?
The Mythic Dawn is dangerous.
The Mythic Dawn? Are you... I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know anything about any cult.
Oh, yeah? You're in way over your head.
Oh, really? You think the Mythic Dawn is the first Daedric cult I've encountered? I'll have you know that I visited the shrine of Sheogorath during the Festival of the Mad. I've spoken with Hermaeus Mora beneath the
Is he trying
full
to flex?
moons.
They killed the Emperor, you fool.
What? The Mythic Dawn were the ones? You have to believe me. I truly had no idea. I mean, I knew they were a Daedric cult. Mankar Cameron's views on Mehrunes Dagon are fascinating, revolutionary even. But to murder the Emperor, Mara preserve us.
Wait, Daedric cults are evil? Limes, oh.
Yes, of course, anything to help. I really know very little. They contacted me. I suppose they learned that I was looking for the 3rd and 4th volumes. I never actually met any of them, I swear.
I need the 4th book as well.
You can only get Volume 4 directly from a member of the Mythic Dawn. I had set up a meeting with the sponsor, as he called himself. Here, take this note they gave me. It tells you where to go. I don't want anything else to do with the Mythic Dawn.
Thanks. The sunken sewer. Find burrows first. Okay.
Hail, good citizen. How can I do this? All citizens are...
You're not easy to get hold of. What have you found out? This just might be the break we've been looking for. Good work.
Yay.
We need to get that 4th book then. If Tarmina is right, we can use these books to locate the Mythic Dawn's hidden shrine. Let's go. I know that part of the sewers well.
Why?
The sewers run underneath the whole Imperial City. There are access points in every district. The Blades have occasion to use them in our undercover work, as well as a means to move around the city without attracting attention.
I swear half the quests we've done have required us to go into those stupid sewers.
Follow me. I know how to get to the part of the sewers where we need to meet the sponsor.
Benny's coming too. Alamaris, thank you for the 2 years. Welcome back. I have played parts of Death Stranding. I'm not sure if they've been uploaded to YouTube yet. If they haven't, they might have expired, to be honest. I need to check into it.
Everybody needs a copy of the...
Good night, Mara. Sleep well.
Hey. Yes, honored listener. Do you have orders for me?
I keep accidentally pickpocketing him because I spend so much time crouched. Oh, that's a shame, Elamars. No, I haven't been skipping content. What the fr- Oh, it's a mud crab. Oh, I'm still in silver arrows. But yeah, I'll check in and see if they got archived, because I have been playing the story and letting all the cutscenes play out. Hey, Duck Markev. I'm doing good. How are you?
Stick together!
Really? Oops. That's a tanky mud crab.
Fight for the Empire!
I haven't finished it yet. No, I'm on like chapter 3 because I got really distracted building roads. I like how the mud crabs have varying sizes. I'm sorry to hear, Dr. Markev. Studying is super stressful. I remember how stressed I was about deadlines when I was at university. I believe in you, though. You can do it. Oh no, that better not be a snake. Okay. No, where are you going? How did you aggro that? We cool? Okay, we cool. Wait, you're not gonna go all the way back to you. Oh. Oh, I accidentally pickpocketed Benny again. Do you think my follower will eventually attack me because I keep pickpocketing him by accident? I don't even take anything. I'm not sure why Benny has an arrow in him. Don't worry about it. He's looking fine.
This one's mine.
Is it though? I have a feeling everything we come across is going to be a little bit underleveled because I've been ignoring this quest. Oh god. Sir? Where'd he go? Bruh? Clang! Yeah, we're currently messing around with the main quest a little bit. Oh, maybe I can heal him. Well, that does a whole lot of nothing.
This one's mine. Quickly now.
Oh. You appear to have a lot of health. Yes, this is a sewer meeting.
Stick together. This one's mine.
He must have gotten absolutely dunked then if they, you know. He's got so little health at this point.
All right, the room with the table is just through this door. I always wondered who put it there. I happen to know that if you go up the stairs there, you can get a vantage point on the meeting room. I think I'd better be the one to handle the meeting. You'll be my backup.
What are you saying about my social
Keep watch
skills,
from
dude?
above in case of trouble.
Should we meet the sponsor or shall we cover him? You want to meet? Okay.
No, it should be me. I have a blood debt to repay these.
Oh,
Mythic
okay.
Dawn
He's gonna fight me on it.
assassins. Besides, I've trained for this kind of thing my whole life. Well, don't take too long. Make it quick.
Oops.
Keep your fingers to yourself, thief.
I keep accidentally stealing from people. It's really annoying.
So here's the plan. I'll meet with the sponsor.
Yeah, I couldn't be bothered with the...
Good. Remember, we must not leave here without the book. It's our best
I
chance
could be
of
willing to
finding
do,
the Anvil.
get a body overhaul.
Listen, I may not survive this.
Wait, no, you should
If
survive
I
this.
don't, you must. You must recover the book and find the Amulet of Kings.
We'll do it together.
I'm glad to have you at my back. Okay, let's do this.
Maybe I should have let him heal before we started. Oh well.
So, you want to become one of the chosen of Mehrunes Dagon. The path of dawn is difficult, but the rewards are great. I have the book you seek. With it and the Master's 3 other books,
Hi, TB's
you
USB
will
port.
possess the key to enlightenment.
There's
I
someone
told
else
you
here.
to come alone.
That's the best you can do. I do not. Quick then. There's someone else here.
I do not want heavy.
Die, damn you!
My blood for the Empire!
Awaits me.
That's 3 more that won't be reporting back to their master.
He's okay! Is that my fault? I feel like maybe I should have, like, backed off. I mean, hopefully he has the book. Yeah, there it is. That's all we needed, so... I have the 4th and last volume of Mankar Cameron's writings on the Mysterium Xerxes. I can now piece together the clues within them to find the Mythic Dawn's secret shrine.
Now that you have all 4 books, you should be able
Looking
to
good,
handle
dude.
things from here. I'm going to Cloud Ruler Temple. My place is at Martin's side. They'll pay for the murder of the Emperor. Now that we know who they are, it's only a matter of time. I'll see you back at Cloud Ruler Temple. Good luck.
He's good. Nice. Yeah, I wasn't really looking to see if there were actually people coming, so they just immediately saw me. Oops. My bad. Yeah, it's kind of cute. The game keeps giving us like ways to get around not having, or potentially not having lockpicking, but I have lockpicking. So it is never a problem. Do you have a key? Yeah. I wonder where this door goes. Hi, Delwaros. It actually goes very well. We are, making very good progress. We are actually doing the main quest today. Isn't that exciting? There be a friend over there. Yep, goblin just killed a rat. I genuinely didn't expect that to work. I figured it would, I figured it would hit the gate. But it did work, so that was nice. Hi, Marabi. How are you? Zoom. I don't think I'm actually going anywhere particularly useful. Dinari Amnes's basement. Sounds fun. Oh! We're actually in someone's basement. Oops. Benny comments every time I steal stuff from people. Wait, beyond my abilities? I have an agility of 108 and a security skill of 71. What? Excuse you? And it's an average lock. Soldev, thank you for the 6 months. Welcome back. Ooh, it's good to have you back. I hope you had a safe trip. Oblivion speedrunner at like 40 hours and counting. It's probably, in fairness, there's probably not anything good in there anyway, so whatever. Oh, shit. What is wrong with this guy's house? Alright, we gotta come back here. This house is weird. Remember the name Dinari Amnes. This house is strange and I don't like it. Da, da, da. But I have high security and very hard chests get opened all the time by me.
Hello, guildmate.
Greetings, Guildmate.
Well met, guildmate.
What's up?
Good day. The supposed leader of the Mythic Dawn cult. He wrote the infamous Commentaries on the Mysterium Xarxes. The commentaries are contemporary with Tiber's Septum, over 400 years ago, so he is unlikely to still be alive, although you never know. The Holy Book of the Mythic Dawn, supposedly written by Mehrunes Dagon himself.
You see a kitty right there? Is it
If
you?
it exists, it would be an artifact of great and evil power.
Wow, what an interesting book. Wow, what an interesting book. Wow, what an interesting book. Wow, what an interesting book.
You too.
Jesus, that's a lot of skill experience.
It's my pleasure. Please continue. To find their secret shrine to Mehrunes Dagon, you'll need to study the 4 volumes of Mainkar Cameron's commentaries.
The script
It is
extender,
a
but I have
fairly
OBSE.
common practice of these kinds of esoteric cults to put hidden messages within their sacred writings. In effect, simply by finding their way to the shrine, prospective members have already passed the first test.
It might be
on the
more
road
that something
to
went kind of funny
enlightenment.
because I installed
You've
the
piqued
overhaul
my
after I started the game.
curiosity about this puzzle. I will think on it myself and let you know if I have any ideas. check back with me tomorrow after I've given this matter some thought.
Well, you know what that means.
I'll keep studying.
I'm going to stand here for 24 entire hours and stare at her the entire time. Da, da, da. Ellie Angle, thank you for the 15 months. Welcome back. Da, 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 da.
Greetings, Master Wizard.
Good day. I turned up copies of the first 2 volumes from my colleagues, and I spent a little time rereading them. Mainkar Cameron certainly is a fascinating writer, undoubtedly insane, but fascinating. But more to the point, it appears to me that the first words of each paragraph may be significant. A message may be hidden there. I'll continue to study the problem. Come by tomorrow if you like. I may think of something else.
Oh, okay.
The first words of each
What is it,
paragraph are
Associate?
the key. I'm sure of it.
Oop.
Hello, guildmate.
Hello, guildmate.
A pleasure to speak with you.
How are things going for me? Want to look for myself? Yeah, I could just, wait for ages. My legs hurt. I did some yoga yesterday.
I think
Some
I may
ring
have
fit
figured out
yoga.
the hidden message in Mainkar Cameron's books. Do you have the 3rd and 4th volumes with you?
Naira, thank you for the 23 months. Welcome back. Is that the best you'll ever play in Elder Scrolls? Heck yeah, it is.
Excellent. Let's see. Yes, the first letter of each paragraph spells out a message. Write this down. Green Emperor Way, where tower touches midday sun. Are you familiar with Green Emperor Way? The gardens around the Imperial Palace? Something must be revealed there at noon. How exciting. I've half a...
So maybe I should have just, taken a look at the books. But awkwardly standing there and staring at them was kind of fun.
mind to go down to Green Emperor Way myself and see what's there. Well,
Hello,
good
Associate.
luck. I hope
You're
you
happy
find
today,
it.
Today? That's wonderful. I am very glad to hear that you are happy. Yep, exclamation mark mods. Oh, Quarklegs got you there. Green Emperor Way where tower touches midday sun. God damn it, Benny. Ooh. Wait, nobody has ever noticed this before? I followed the clues hidden in the 4 volumes. Yeah, it was all me. Written by Mankar Cameron to a gravestone in Green Emperor Way. At noon, a map of Cyrodiil appeared on the gravestone with the location of the Mythic Dawn's shrine marked on it. I need to find my way into the shrine and locate the Amulet of Kings. See you later, Tetsu. Have a good one. Alright, where are we going? Oh! Apparently I remember this! Do you remember when we went in here and there was a dude that was, like, invincible? And we couldn't get through the door? I remember. You think he'll be a friend? Hello, friend.
Dawn is breaking.
Yeah. Greet the new day.
Welcome, sister. The hour is late, but the Master still has need for willing hands. You may pass into the shrine. Harrow will take you to the Master for your initiation into the service of Lord Dagon.
Benny's still here, yes.
Do not tarry. The time of preparation is almost over. The time of cleansing is near.
It's like 1:45 p.m. It was a passcode. Nyam. Come on, Benny.
I am Harrow.
Oh, hello.
Warden of the Shrine of Dagon. By following the path of dawn, hidden in the writings of the Master, Mankar Cameron, you have earned a place among the chosen. You have arrived at an opportune time. You may have the honor to be initiated into the Order by the Master himself. As a member of the Order of the Mythic Dawn, everything you need will be provided for you from the Master's bounty. Give me your possessions, and put on this initiate's robe.
No, I don't think so.
I must warn you, no one leaves this place who does not bind himself to the service of Lord Dagon. But I am sure you will reconsider. You have proven yourself worthy and dedicated to have come this far. I ask you one last time, give me your possessions. The Master requires it of all initiates.
No, your order's stinky.
Then you have come here to die.
Damn! I've lost them!
I do not fear death. I do not fear death.
I do not fear death.
Night Mother, grant me strength! I fought Mudcrab more fearsome than you.
Nice. I actually stood up because I assumed that he'd seen me, but he didn't. Give up your stuff, he says. No. Oh, I hear someone using a door. Uh-oh.
Be glad you
Oh.
will not live to see the day Lord Dagon walks the...
Save Benny! Oh shit! Shot Benny! You alright, Benny? Benny's fine. I have accidentally murdered Benny a few times. There you go, Benny. Let's see, how's my... I got 240 uses left? Easy. Easy. Do the Black Hand and the Mythic Doll not like each other very much?
The time of cleansing is almost. I do not fear death.
Oh, where'd you come from?
I do not fear death.
No, why are you attacking Benny? Just a little bit of blood feuding. Do ye fear death? I figured if I surrendered all my stuff to that dude, I'd have to, like, after I did the quest, come back later or find my gear again, and the idea of having to, like, reorganize all of my stuff was incredibly disgusting to me, so I just decided to murder all of these dudes. I just didn't want to be mildly inconvenienced.
Praise be. Dragon throne is empty, and we hold the Amulet of Kings. Praise be to your brothers and sisters. Great. Damn, I've lost it. You cannot escape. Praise be. Oh Lord,
You cannot escape the master's vigilance.
Has escaped the realm of paradise with the Amulet of Keys and closed his magical portal behind him. But the Mysterium Xarxes itself is here in the shrine. I must get the thing it is moaning with hope, finding a way to recover the amulet now.
Do your worst.
I wonder if I could have changed that. I just want to quickly see if that's something that I can change the outcome of. Amulet of Kings, sorry. Do you think I can snipe it real quick? Or swipe it, even? Come on, Benny. Hi, Taco.
praise be. The dragon throne is empty, and we hold the Amulet of Kings. Praise be to your brothers and sisters. Great shall be their reward in paradise. Praise be.
Praise be.
Hear now the words of Lord Dagon. When I walk the earth again, the faithful among you shall receive your reward, to be set above all other mortals forever. As for the rest, the weak shall be winnowed, the timid shall be cast down, the mighty
I don't think
shall
there's a way I can
trample
get to
by
him.
feet. And pray for pardon.
So saith Lord Dagon. Praise be.
Praise be.
Your reward, brothers and sisters.
Oh no, he's going.
Of cleansing draws nigh. I go now to
Benny just aggroed them.
the dawn is breaking.
Yeah, he becomes immune. I guess there's no way. Meh. Okay, fine. Just murder all of his friends. Gotcha.
Praise be.
Oh, they're running. Easy. She had a cheese wedge in her robes. In case she got, like, hungry during their satanic ritual, I guess.
Haha. Murder cult has proven victorious.
Revelwin, thank you for the 1,000 bits. It is true. Superior cult. Why is... Wait, what? Hello? Sure. Sup? Oh, okay, bye. Wait, if I hadn't let them go before I took the book, would that have collapsed on him and killed him? Oopsie. That would have sucked for that guy. Happened to you? Oh no. Oh, he's still there. He is fleeing. Oh shit!
The dawn is paradise. I beg your mercy. Sith, save me.
Why you being a weenie, Benny? Sith, save me.
Paradise awaits me.
She sounds very calm. Oh, wrong spell. You're still running?
Who's there?
Oops.
Show me what you've got.
I do not Paradise awaits me.
Feast on
Don't hurt me! Whoa!
This ends here. Am I supposed to be impressed?
This is just chaos. He's still fleeing, apparently. Where did my new friend go? A hero, you say? Whoa.
Damn, I've lost.
You see how sneaky I was? I openly ran into the room, then squatted, and they were like, oh god, where did he go? It's like playing peekaboo with babies. Benny seems to have gotten stuck chasing that other acolyte wherever they ended up. Oops.
For Lord Dagon! I do not fear death. Cannot escape the master's.
You're chasing Benny around. You okay over there, Benny? You're fine. Ow.
I give up.
God damn it, Benny. Benny, if you've doomed us, I'll be very upset.
Why won't you die?
Benny, you're so bloodthirsty.
The time of cleansing is almost here.
What is Benny doing? What is anybody in here doing? Please! Oh god, stop running! Everybody in this place is running. What's my difficulty slider set to? Run away, apparently. Oh, the storeroom guard died. Benny, where on earth are you? Benny's gonna die because I can't keep an eye on him. Oh god, I can hear them fighting again. Oh my lord, Benny, why? I just shot Benny. Benny's dead! No! Turns out Benny could tank everyone except me. Ow. Benny just ran around aggroing everything. But why, Benny? Why did you do that? How's your favorite companion, Benny? His AI glitched out and he decided to sprint around the cave, aggroing everything in the cave, and then got low enough that when I accidentally shot him, he died. So you could say it's going well. And if it's not Benny, it's the other lizard guy. I didn't mean to shoot Benny. Did you see how many people were in that stupid scrum? They were all there. Where is everyone?
Why won't you die? Oh, look out! Oh, look, die! Run away! Won't you die?
Well, now the lizard's gonna die. Do I get anything for making sure the lizard's safe, or can I just let him be bait?
Look out! Oh, I hope you know what you're doing, huh?
I do not. Ah! Paradise awaits me.
Die! Show me what you've got. What's the matter? Getting tired?
Paradise awaits me.
Am I supposed to be impressed? I give up! I do not fear death.
That's gonna glitch them out again.
Do your worst.
Oh, I can't lead arrows in this game. Benny? Benny, no, not again! Benny! Benny, please come back. Benny! Oh, and the lizard dude too.
Die, unbeliever!
Paradise awaits.
Oh, he's dead.
You cannot escape the master.
I don't know how to... Aside from aggroing them all myself, I'm not sure how to make it so that he doesn't aggro everyone. And die.
Paradise awaits me.
Hey, come on now. There's no master's violence.
The time of cleanse. Paradise.
Wait, why is there a ghost? There wasn't a ghost before. Oh, for the love of... Stop. Stop. I didn't mean to do that.
Only the chosen will survive. Only the chosen.
This mission, though. Alright.
Stay away. Where are you?
Oops. I should probably just restart there, because that's going to take his health really low. Did I hit him again? No, I hit her.
You're pathetic.
Once daily powers? Literally, I think all I have is like Charm Animal. Oh, come on! Why does one of them always just run up? Ah! Game frustrates me sometimes. Eh! Nope. Where's Benny? Okay, Benny. I know your blood rage is strong, but Benny, no. Benny, no! Benny, no! This is all starting to feel very familiar again. Benny. Okay, got one. Benny! Benny, stop! Oh! Well, that went better.
You cannot escape the master's. Night Mother, grant me strength.
Hey! It worked. Calculated. Benny, yes. I think that's one just coming in the corner there. Yep. They're just like, wait, what? Oh, God. Why is this place letting them... Okay, Benny got it. This place is full of dudes that are just sprinting. There's a couple of chests that I can unlock, but you know what? I don't think I care. I think I'm just gonna run. Uh-oh. I have an idea. Maybe you could stop fleeing. Just maybe. Maybe you could stop pulling everything in this cave. That would be really cool. Infinity Judge, thank you so much for the 500 bits. Sounds accurate. Oops. Well, I have no idea where any of my allies went. And I can't see a lever here. Oh, hey, Benny. You're here. Do you think he ran around in a circle again and got caught? I hope not. I've escaped with the Mysterium Xarxes. Now I have to deliver it to Martin. Hey, buddy, you live.
Thank you for saving me, friend. I don't know who you are, but it is clear that Akatosh guides you.
Yeah.
I am a priest in the Temple of the One in the Imperial City. Perhaps our paths will cross again one day. Is that who they were? All I know is that they intended to sacrifice me to their dark god. If only I could erase the memory of that hellish place. The church is still in turmoil from the attack on the chapel of Dibella. I don't think anyone has had time to really study this prophet's teachings. My best advice would be to go, listen carefully, and decide for yourself. Please, go
He
on.
loves me.
Goodbye.
Alright, we made it through. First try with absolutely no problems whatsoever.
Yes. Of course. May the Night Mother.
Do you think Benny just wants to go home? He's like, I haven't seen my family in weeks. The listener just keeps pulling me everywhere around. Cyrodiil. Just want to go home. His wife and kids have already left him. Oh no.
Thank Talos you've returned safely. Do you have the amulet?
I forgot. Wait, he's all armored up now. Wasn't he in a robe?
Please tell me you have some good news.
Maybe. I have the Mysterium Xarxes.
Ah, good.
Xarzes.
You should take that to Martin right away. He'll be in the Great Hall reading. He's hardly taken time to sleep since you left.
Welcome aboard, man.
Welcome aboard.
Ah, you're back. I told Joffrey not to worry. I can see you've had bad news. You didn't recover the amulet, did you?
No, but I have this thing I can't pronounce.
By the Nine! Such a thing is dangerous even to handle. Forgive me.
So look, I'm doing the main quest.
You were right to bring it.
It's very exciting.
But you'd better give it to me. I know some ways to protect myself from its evil power.
My follower went on like a murderous bloodlust and ran all the way through the Mythic Dawn caverns, aggroing everything.
I don't know. Maybe. I suspect that the secret of how to open a portal to Cameron's paradise lies within these pages. But I will need time. Tampering with dark secrets, even just reading them, can be very dangerous. I'll have to proceed carefully. In the meantime, you should speak to Joffrey. He was concerned about reports of spies in Bruma. I put aside the dark arts when I became a priest, but the workings of fate may be seen in this too. The gods can turn anything to good, or so I piously told those who came to see me for advice. Perhaps I may yet come to believe it myself.
I feel like I looked at Dark Elves a little bit, and I felt like I could probably make something pretty cool out of a Dark Elf, but I ended up going Wood Elf. I don't remember why. I think it was because supposedly they were good at archery.
This evil book was written by Mehrunes Dagon himself, and given by him to Manca Cameron. I believe Manca Cameron used it to create his paradise. It should give us the means to open a gate there ourselves. I will continue studying it.
You are very, very welcome, Damon. Thank you for being here for them.
It is now clear to me that the only way to stop the Oblivion invasion is to relight the Dragonfires. Emperor, Amulet, and Dragonfire. With these divine gifts, the Daedra of Oblivion have been kept at bay for thousands of years. While the Dragonfires burned, the divine barriers kept the Daedra from making more than fleeting visits to our world. But the Dragonfires can only be relit by an
thank you
heir
for the
of
6
Septim
months.
blood,
Welcome back.
wielding
No,
the
you
Amulet
rock.
of Kings. This was the essence of Manca Cameron's plot. He was undone only by the merest chance. But his complete victory remains perilously close. We must recover the Amulet of Kings and relight the Dragonfires before it is too late to stem Dagon's invasion. I hope to have at least part of the Mysterium Xarxes translated in a few days.
I
Speak
wish I
to
could have
Joffrey
helped
about
you
your
deal with
spies
the
in the
rest of those
meantime.
Mythic Dawn bastards. I never had time to properly thank you for your help back in the Imperial City. I wouldn't have made it back here if it weren't for you. Now that we have a free moment, I thought you might be able to use some tricks I've picked up fighting with the blades over the years.
Yeah.
Nobody who hasn't trained with the blades will know these moves, so you should find them useful. See, when they swing at you sidearm, you twist your wrists like this. Exactly. You're a natural at this. Let me show you another one.
My blade skill increased. Well.
Farewell.
My block skill increased. My heavy armor skill increased. That's cool. Did it actually increase though? Because my mod kind of messes with stuff like that. I think it did, because there's definitely... I didn't not level this myself, so... Seems like it.
Whatever you need, friend. I haven't been to Cloud Ruler since I was a young trainee. It feels good to be back. The blades have always been here, and always will be. If you need armor, weapons, or just a place to sleep, the barracks in the West Wing is available to any of us. May Talos guide you.
I hope Martin knows what he's doing with that evil book. I fear for what it could do
With
to
that
him
evil
if he's not
book.
careful.
Temple of the One? That's in the Imperial City, right? I think you said.
I'm glad to have Boris here. He guards Martin night and day. His way of atoning for the death of Emperor Uriel, I suppose. Ah, yes, I hope you can help. The gate guards have reported seeing strangers on the road for the past several nights. I cannot leave Cloud Ruler undefended while my men search the whole mountainside, but these spies must be eliminated.
I will find these pies.
Thank you. Talk to Stefan. He can tell you where he has seen them. Captain Bird in Bruma may also be able to help. I've asked the Countess to have the guard keep an eye out for strangers. Track down the spies and kill them. Find out what they know and what they're planning, if possible.
I'm so sorry, Kevok.
The coronation of each new emperor is sealed when he uses the Amulet of Kings to light the dragon fires in the Temple of the One. The dragon fires of Akatosh remain lit until the death of the emperor. His successor then lights them anew upon ascending to the throne. With Emperor Uriel dead and no successor crowned, the Temple of the One will be dark for the first time in centuries.
Oopsie.
The Elder Council rules in the Emperor's absence by ancient tradition. Chancellor Akato heads the Elder Council and is the closest thing the Empire has to a leader right now. But the Blades answer only to the Emperor, of course. We are not an arm of the government. I'm counting on you to eliminate those spies. We can't afford to let the Mythic Dawn operate out of Bruma with impunity.
So I'm apparently an actual member of this place. Let's see. I don't actually know how to level up my knights duders. I'm assuming just by doing the main quest. See you later, Chia. Thank you so much for hanging out. Blades doesn't level up? Oh. It says next rank captain, though. Maybe it's lying to me. Alright, whereabouts is this Temple of the One? That looks likely. Is it this bit? It is. Wow. I went the wrong way. Round we go.
Can you spare a coin?
Look at the muscles on you. My friend, it is good to see you again. You risked your life to save me, a stranger. You are truly among the blessed of Arcane's
I think it's because my strength has been increased like quite a bit at this point.
As
But it sounds a bit
small
weird.
token of my gratitude, please allow me to share with you some of my small store of knowledge of the healing arts.
Who are they, Joe? My restoration skill increased. Wow.
Be seeing
My
you.
mysticism skill increased. Those are good. I think they weren't sure about the direction of that line, kind of just describes most of the dialogue in this game. The Khajiit that you can encounter? Remind me of the encounter. Maybe, like, the name sounds familiar, but maybe it's just because it sounds like Mike. A liar? Oh, maybe not. See you later, Damon. Have a wonderful day. I like your nerd temple with literally nothing in it.
I hope I can help.
Why do you have a receding hairline?
Take care.
Go take your break. You have my tears.
Can I just ask people that? I can. Grinding levels? You hurt him? No. So I got something weird going on in Skingrad.
Can't you see that I'm very busy? We can't be seen talking. I waited for you last night behind the great chapel. Where were you? I'll meet you there tonight. Yes, the Gold Road does pass through Skingrad. I, too, find it fascinating.
He stole that woman's hair. He did.
Can you spare a coin?
Alright, great chapel, great chapel, great chapel. I'm assuming. Yeah, here.
You have the eyes of a trained marksman.
It's nice that not everybody hates me now. Just some people. Look at my fame! It is 19. Wow. What have you got on your burger, Linky Koss? Tell me more.
Ah, you came. You're sure you weren't followed? Good. I thought I could trust you. Nobody else in town. They're all in on it. All watching me. Well, yes, I need you to do something for me. I'll pay you gold. You like gold, don't you? Lots of gold. Here's my problem. I'm being followed. Watched. Marukote selectives, maybe. Not sure. I'm a threat, you see, to their plans. I know too much. I need you to check out some people for me. The ones who are following me. Watch them. See where they go. Who they report to. Will you help me?
I don't know if he's okay. Do we help him? You guys want to help him?
Very good. You won't be sorry. I'll pay you well. Did I say that already? Let's start with Bernadette Penniless. Be outside my house at 6 a.m. You'll see her watching me. See where she goes and who she reports to. We'll meet here again tomorrow night. Oh, and never contact me in public. They're watching. They can't know you're helping me. Her house is almost directly across the street from mine, southwest of the Great Chapel. Coincidence? I don't think so. Tell me more. Remember, Bernadette Penniless, 6 a.m. Don't let her see you watching.
Maybe, should I contact the Skingrad guard, I wonder? Alrighty. Benny, shh. This is a sneaking mission.
Yes, yes, Honor.
Alright, good job, Benny. Hi, Spaghetti the Noodle saying I am indeed. Dee 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 da 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 da. Wee 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 wee. Shit, where'd you go? Wee 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 wee. Beely-doo-doo.
I've not read that yet. It's a shame there isn't more time to spend with good books.
Safe travels.
Who to? How goes it?
Well, Net. I heard that some cult called the Mythic Dawn is behind the...
She just seems to be hanging out.
Impossible. Bye.
Take care.
I mean, I'm not even stealthed right now. Maybe you should just try and... What you got in your pockets? You got a key, a hoe, a rake, bread loaf. almost as though she's not doing anything she shouldn't. I don't know what you're talking about. I am incredibly inconspicuous right now. I'm not supposed to talk to her. I'm supposed to follow her. I'm pretty sure anyway. Hold on. I need to be outside his house at 6 a.m. and see what she does. I wonder if I missed it. Hey. She's just sitting in church all day. Am I supposed to just hang here for a while? Bruh, I'm trying to stealth if you don't mind. Excuse me. Kill him? What are you, my shoulder devil? Da, 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 da. This is a very awkward quest. Hey, sir. Oh, I didn't mean to steal from you, I'm sorry.
I am Ambrose Khan, grape grower for Cerilli Brothers. I'm also an advanced trainer for weapon and shield parries.
Well.
We're next, I'm sure of it. First Kvatch, now Skingrad. The Daedra
Wait,
won't stop until we're all
what happened
dead.
to Skingrad?
You too.
Bruh, you spoiling?
I'm Bernadette Pinellis. I work for Tamika. I grow grapes for her wines. I don't trust you enough to talk about that. I'm listening. That will get you something. Well, I know he's a bit odd, but I've always thought he was kind of sweet. Lately, though, he has been stranger than usual. I think maybe he's been following me. I see him every morning on my way to chapel. I've tried to say hello, but he always pretends not to hear me.
That's actually kind of sad.
Take care.
Do you think we know enough to give our report? I feel like we do. She didn't do anything. Clang. What if she is a master assassin?
So, you saw Bernadette Penniless, did you? She was watching me and following me, wasn't she?
She wasn't watching or following you.
Really? That is surprising. I was sure she was watching me.
What about the reward you promised?
Ah, of course. The gold. Here. But there is someone else I need you to investigate.
They're probably independent assassins, right? What else do you want me to do?
Tutius Sextius. Do you know him? A quiet fellow.
Is he friends with
appears
Biggest Dickus?
harmless enough, but I've identified him as one of my key suspects. He's a clever one, no doubt about it. Eyes in the back of his head. Always seems to know when I'm watching. But that's where you come in. You should wait outside his house and see what he does when he's not watching me. I'll meet you here tomorrow night to get your report. He lives in the large house between the Low Gate and the East Bridge. Alone. Suspicious, don't you think? Don't let Tutius Sextius catch you following him. I told you not to...
I say we should
Oh
roll
my
to
goodness.
seduce. It works in D&D, right? Oben enjoy some bitties limes.
Holy heck, Dizere, thank you so much for the 10,000 bits. Oh my god. Thank you, friend. I'm not sure that guy could be seduced. He'd probably think I was trying to kill him. Which, in fairness, I am a member of the Dark Brotherhood, so I might be. But, you know, what's my personality at? 52 minus 2? Totally fine. It'll go great. Thank you so much again, Dizere. That is incredibly kind. Alright, let's go and have a look at Tutius Sextius' house, or whatever the hell you pronounce his name as. Oh yeah! We're supposed to do our job! Where was that again? Was that one in Breville or was that here? Oops. Breville? Okay, we'll go there next. Wait, hold on. Has it been an in-game week? I mean, I've been waiting enough, so probably. Oh, I'm so sleepy. What time do you think he'll show up? 6? Probably 6. Maybe not 6. You did say this morning, right? Come out wherever you are. I don't understand how they see Benny. Like, half the time I can't see Benny. Hi, Wolf. This said that if I waited outside his house this morning, I would see him following him. I see nothing. Hello, Snow the Arctic Fox. The door is not locked, but it says to wait outside rather than just, like, gate crash the man's house. There's something really funny about them, like, just staring at him on their way around. Maybe if I just stalk him from in here, I'll know exactly when he's leaving. Bruh, you plan on leaving anytime soon?
You're new here, or you'd know me. Tutius Sextius, my people have lived in Skingrad since the dawn. Father and the Count were best of friends.
Glarthir.
I'm sorry, but I don't think I know any Glarthir. Oh, wait, do you mean that strange wood elf that you see wandering around the city? Yes, I've seen him, but never spoken to him. He seems to be at the Low Gate every morning when I pass by on my way to the castle. Gives me the strangest looks now that you mention it. Almost like he hates me, although I have no idea why. We'll see. Yes, the strange wood elf who haunts the Low Gate every morning. Good day.
Pepsi Man! Thank you for the 14 months. Welcome back. Give me those emotes. Gladly, gladly. Please enjoy them. Maybe he'll leave at 8. He is not leaving at 8. Maybe he'll leave at 9. He left at 9!
You're off duty now. My feet are killing me.
Is Glarthir actually stalking them?
Can't you see that I'm very busy?
So long.
Goodbye.
Yes.
As a counter maneuver? I see, I see. That's some big brain strat. It's counter-stalking, yes. Hey, buddy.
Tell me what you learned about Tutius Sextius.
Tutius Sextius is not watching you.
Really? So you're saying that neither Bernadette Penniless or Tutius Sextius is part of the conspiracy against me?
Yes.
Hard to believe. Yes, the gold that you value so highly. I wonder what price betrayal... Never mind that.
Is he okay?
We shall see. I do have one more name for you.
What do you want me to do?
Do you know David Sorelli? Yes, of the famous Sorelli vineyards. Pillar of the community, etc. Who would ever suspect him? Perfect cover for the ringleader of the whole conspiracy. He watches my house constantly. You'll see. He leaves his house early each morning. Watch him and report back to me here at midnight as usual. Make sure he doesn't notice you. The Sorelli house is right next door to mine. A large house with a backyard conveniently located to observe my every move. I was sure he was part of the conspiracy. Sure of it. I guess it just goes to show... Well, we'll see what it goes to show, won't we?
Is he going to assume that I am the person that's stalking him because I told him nobody else is?
But it is a relief to be able to finally stop worrying about her.
Because what I'm trying to do is, like, convince him that everything's okay, but maybe he'll just end up taking it all out on me afterwards.
Super big brain plays.
Mr. Fluffy Whale, thank you so much for the $10 donation. That's incredibly kind. The biggest play.
We hope you have a great time.
Natalie, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, welcome everyone. We hope you have a great time. Let me see if I can tab out. No, I can't. Oh, thank you, Q. I wasn't able to tab out of the game to shout out. Hello, hello. Did you have a nice time doing the arts? I really hate how sarcastic Kobu looks when he's doing that. He's like, doing art. Cadence of Hyrule? Oh, I love that game so much.
I'm David of Surely Brothers Vineyard. Gaston is my brother. From our vineyards come the finest wines in Tamriel.
Finer than Tamika's?
Ah, well, in all honesty, no. But our wines are very good, and much cheaper than Tamika's very fine product, I assure you.
It's very honest of him.
I don't trust you.
Okay.
Yes?
Would some bribery bring some trust?
You may have heard that he's a bit touched in the head, and that may be true. But he's always been a quiet neighbor, never given us any trouble.
Okay, so literally nothing.
We're next, I'm sure. I've bought a good number of things at Colovian traders, and Gunda is a friendly sort.
Wait, is he the guy that was sitting behind the lady in the church? No, he's not, because he's not armed. Okay. For a minute, I was like, oh, they're meeting! They're secret agents and they're meeting secretly in the church. No, it's fine. The guy's just paranoid. Off we go to the church. Honestly, yeah, like 2 out of the 3 people that I questioned are just like, yeah, he seems harmless and I feel a little bit sorry for him. And that's all they really have to say. Oh, I think I went the wrong way. Da, 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 da. Then the other guy's like, yeah, I literally don't know him. I'm gonna take full damage. Nope. Can you be an absolutely horrible person and like convince him that the conspiracy is real? Because there was an option to, and I'm not gonna do it because that is a horrible thing to do, but holy.
So, what did you discover about the upstanding David Surly?
He is not spying on
Just as I suspected.
Oh,
They've
God.
gotten to you, too. Not one of them involved in the conspiracy, and you expect me to believe that? Now I know for sure that they are all in on it, and therefore they all have to die, starting with you.
Bruh.
And to think I trusted you.
Glarthair is dead. My attempts to convince him that there was no conspiracy against him have ended in tragedy. I wonder if I go to the guard, do you think I could maybe... Yeah, look, all my bribe money. Do you think I could maybe convince him otherwise? There's gotta be a better solution to this. That's so sad. Yeah, that's Benny. He's our buddy. If it ain't my good buddy Benny. Okay, it doesn't seem to have a mark. Unless I'm being blind again. If only Lime's blind was a thing. Search the ruins of Sundercliff Watch in eastern Niben. Lime's blind exists, but we don't have the slots for it. I don't know actually where it wants me to be. Hey, look, Morrowind! I know that! Skyrim! I know that one too! A strange door. Oh! Niben. Somewhere around here? It's definitely not marked. Oh, there it is! All the way over there. It definitely is marked. God, I need Lime's blind. Can y'all just spam it in the Discord for me? Thanks. I have a whole horse. See? That's a lot of trees. Are those trees being added by the mod, or is that the normal amount of trees? Oh, that's a bear. Oh. I did play Red Dead Redemption 2 when it came out on the PS4. What? Shadowmere, no! My goodness, Shadowmere, what are you doing? That thing has like 20 million health! You fool! All that for 6 experience. But yeah, no, I played Red Dead Redemption 2. I had a really good time with it. Like, apart from the bit where it felt like super filler. But all of like the actual emotional parts of the story I enjoyed. I've I've entered Center Cliff Watch and can begin my search for Mehrunes' razor. Oh, you're still here, Benny. What's up? Oh. That's all good. That was a sneak attack, really? I didn't have faith that the game was ever going to end. Good morning, good morning. Hi, Moro. A voice beyond the door calls out, "Who gathers storm clouds over Nirn?" A diary I found contains a password to explore further, and some seems to indicate that some kind of army is amassing here, led by somebody named Drothen. I can find a journal in his cabin. I may be able to learn more. Oh yeah, I actually my grandfather loves old musicals, and whenever we're visiting for Christmas, he puts them on the television, and his hearing is pretty bad, even with his hearing aid. So I get to listen to those songs at like 20 million volume. It's good times.
Who's there?
Are we friends? Genuinely can't tell.
Damn, I've lost them.
I think maybe they're just a very low level.
Your presence
Yeah, okay.
here will not be tolerated. Damn. That's the best
Benny!
you can do.
I think she ran. No, she's there. I wish I had Lime's Blind, but there's literally like no emotes that I can swap out anymore. It would be so appropriate in so many different situations. Well documented, keep an eye on my dear cousin, blah 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 blah. How long I'll be gone? Read the most recent entry of my journal. You'll find it in the cabin on my desk. Bootleg Lime's Blind, nice. Is there a hard cap for emotes? 60, but it takes 10,000 sub points to get it. So we're not even close. Plenty of room for growth. Do not worry. $60 whole ferts. That's as many as 6 10s. And that's amazing.
For the glory of Sithis!
No, I'm pretty sure it's, yeah, it's 60 tier 1 emotes, and then the tiers on top of that. So it would actually be 70 if you counted tier 2 and tier 3. I think. Doubting myself for a second there. It is actually Volcanicon. One sub is 1 point, one tier 2 sub is 2 points, and one tier 3 sub is 6 points. Oh, it's actually, so for whatever reason, the sub counter, the API that Streamlabs plugs into has been wonky for a super long time. We're actually at 1255 points rather than 1151. I don't know why it doesn't display right. It's actually gotten more inaccurate as time has gone on. It used to be about 30 points off. Now it's 100. Try refreshing it? No, it's been broken for months. And I messaged them and it said that they said it was like a problem with the thing that they were now inspecting to actually get that number. It's not something that I can fix. No. Was that the sound of Benny falling into the fire? Do you lose sub points when subs expire? Yes. I'm good, Bum Ragnar, but thanks. Thank you for asking. Yeah, it's just a problem with the API that they use to get that information. It's no longer accurate. Don't know if it'll ever get fixed. It's been a long time. That doesn't quite seem right. Oh, it's okay. It is right. That's kind of you, Kilo. I will work hard. And one day it'll happen. Oh, that's cool. It's an underground village. Benny? Did Benny die?
Welcome aboard.
Oh, Tyro King, thank you for the sub. Welcome aboard. Door to jail. Thank you so much, Tyro King. Oh, there's Benny. Keep searching for the route the assassin carries. Patrolmen have searched the tunnels in hopes that he dumped it when he was found out. He may carry on his person yet. If that's the case, I shudder to think where it's hidden. Try sneaking in there when he's sleeping to search the cell. And by Nerevar, get to work building that second cell. I don't want to execute the assassin until we find out who he came for. Someplace to look at the workers when they get online. Okay. Just take out a loon, forehead. Oh, God. There we go. Easy. Uh-oh. Awkward.
That the best you can do?
Oops. There we go. Oh my God, what is this dude wearing? Holy. Acrobatics and sneak, pretty good. Marksman 10 points, what? Detect life 100 feet, what? Fortify agility, resist normal weapons, fortify security, fortify luck, fortify speed, and feather. And I got another soiled writ. Holy damn, dude. I think that's better than what I'm wearing. Let's go have a look. Like, I lose out on maybe, like, speed? I think that's about it. But will I look dumb? It's exactly the same. Well, okay then. My only problem is now I'm gonna be detecting life forever and everyone's gonna look stupid. I actually think it ends up being roughly the same. Like acrobatics, sneak, marksman, agility, security, and luck, and speed. Versus sneak, illusion, marksman, blade, acrobatics. Athletics, speed, marksman, blade, security. It's basically the same. If I keep the hood, I lose 10 marksman points, though. That's a lot. Well, no, sorry. I lose 8 marksman points. Maybe I could go for a mix? Let's see. Resist magic 20% and resist normal weapons is very high value, though. Speed and feather's pretty good, too. Acrobatics and sneak is pretty good, too. I'm starting to think what I could do. Maybe take off... Yeah, maybe just lose a few marksman points. Because... I could keep the hood... Because it's not heavy, either. Maybe just swap between the hoods for when I need them? Yeah, so like I'll have one hood for non-combat areas and one hood for combat areas. I think that would be good. Has been marked for Commander Talani Adrethi. Yeah, I'll probably use Detect Life Hood when I'm doing stuff like this. And otherwise, not. Either way, though. I'm very pleased with this haul. Hi, Gax! I think I alerted those two by accident. I don't think you can quick swap armor, can you?
I'm just warming up, you pathetic worm.
Am I supposed to be impressed?
Oh shit, there's a lot of them. Are they supposed to be impressed? Ow.
I'm just warming up, you pathetic worm. This ends here. I will bathe in your blood.
Wait. Did someone just burn to death? Did you see that?
That's the best you can do.
Are you okay there, Benny? Benny's fine. He's just being a weenie again. Did Benny just hit me? Benny just hit me. This person is slowly strafing left to right and it's super throwing me off.
Die, damn you! Ha!
Hey, easy peasy, dude. Are we debating which murder cult is better? That sounds like fun. Why am I so strong now? Ooh. Good night, Soldev. Sleep well. Thanks for watching. Murder, you say? No, it's, the scales that I got from being a murder person. They give me a bunch of boosts in other areas and then remove, like, 2 points in something else. In personality. Okay.
You're pathetic.
What? Oh, he's going for Benny. Stop that. Soldier lodgings. I'm sure there's nobody in here. Oh dear. I need to repair my bow soon. Anything worth stealing in here? Some parchment, some individual gold coins, a flawed ruby. Benny actually does a decent amount of damage, all things considered. Oh my goodness, Camel Kenobi, thank you for the sub. Thank you so much for the support. Welcome aboard. Please enjoy. 8 gold coins, good. I had to turn my caps lock back off. Alright, guess we can peace out of here. I feel really bad about Lucien and Nochiva. And literally everyone that I murdered as part of the Dark Brotherhood. You thought Benny would be dead? No faith in Benny? How dare. Oh yeah, he died once and I scummed it because actually I accidentally hit him with an arrow after he glitched out and aggroed the whole cavern. It's good times. I was about to say door to nowhere. Ooh, a canteen! I like how the canteen looks absolutely no different from where they, like, from the lodgings. Lucien had it coming? Really? He was trying to help me fix the goof that I did. I kinda goofed kinda hard. Everyone in the Brotherhood had it coming. I mean, you know, I'm being all sad about it and everything, but they were literally a cult of murderers. See you, Whirlwind! Enjoy your dinner! A cult which I now lead? No, I listen. I make gentle suggestions about the people that they should murder as a murder cult. Oh, this is very awkward.
You're...
Ah!
You! Take that!
Easy. Oh, I didn't mean to take those. Yep. Nobody locks anything. I just want some free lockpicking experience, please. So, okay, I'm fine, I guess. Bow of Numbing? Yeah, the damage was kind of trash, though. My bow does 29. Ish. Da, 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 da. I have ascended to level 17. Life isn't over. I can still get smarter or clever or more experienced or meaner. But my body and soul just aren't going to get any younger. What the fuck? Level does not equal age? Does it? Sorry, it's stuck in my head too, if it helps. I haven't really had a use for that in a while. Okay, I'll do. Oh, I forgot that I had the rolling ability, actually. You just reminded me. I don't remember how to do it. How do I do it? Shit. It's something to do with shift, but I don't remember how— what? Oh, I have to be aiming. And it's actually space, apparently. Pew! 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 Clever, most clever, and more clever are all valid. I think it depends on the context. Or actually, like, you could substitute them. Like, you could say, I don't know. Pikmin is much more clever than Nero. Or Pikmin is cleverer than Nero. Cleverer sounds a bit odd to me, though. Like, I'd usually say...
See this. We'll feast on your soul.
No, actually, maybe like I don't know. I'm trying to think about what I would usually use, and I'm just completely blanking on it. Oh god, Benny. Benny, don't do it. For me, it's aluminium. Hello, laborer. Not spell reflect.
What's the matter? Getting tired?
Was it a way to dunk on Nero? Nero is not very smart. We love him to pieces, but he really isn't. Alright. I will finish up there, though. It's getting late. We got a level. We're in the middle of doing God knows what. We're having a good time. What does luck do? Apparently, it's...
We hope you have a great time.
Live Studio Brian, thank you so much for the raid. We hope you have a great time in whichever channel I'm going to raid, because I've actually finished. I'm so sorry. I was just finishing up, but at least we didn't raid things at the same time, because that seems to break everything. Chain raid, hooray! Thank you so much for the raid. I hope you had a wonderful stream. I super appreciate it. Yeah, no, I'm Limes. Hello, I'm done for today, but thank you so much for raiding. I will send you guys over to one of my good friends, who is going to be... looks like... let's have a look. Vigibum is playing World of Horror. I don't know what that is, but it sounds like a good time. If you could please go and say hi to Vigibum for me, go throw some love in his chat, I would super appreciate it. Thank you so much for hanging out, everyone. I will be back again tomorrow, same time, same place. I might be a little bit early, I'm not sure. I'll let you guys know on Twitter if I am. Either way, thank you so much, you guys. I'll catch you all later. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. Goodbye. Bye.